Irish Potato Farming Secrets Step-by-Step Guide. Step number 7. Harvest timing and post-harvest handling. These are sustainable techniques that increase yields by 55% while cutting costs by 40%. Understanding maturity and optimal harvest timing. Harvest timing profoundly affects both yield and quality, but most farmers struggle knowing exactly when to harvest, often harvesting too early, losing potential yields as tubers continue to grow, or too late, increasing disease and sprouting risk while occupying land needed for next crop. Understanding potato maturity indicates and making potato maturity indicators and making strategic harvest or harvest timing decisions based on intended use and market requirements maximizes both yield and profit. Potatoes reach physiological maturity, that is maximum dry matter accumulation, typically between 90 to 120 days after planting, depending on variety, indicated by natural senses, that is yellowing or drying of foliage, though fall skin set, that is tough skin resistant to bruising, requires additional 2 to 3 weeks after foliage death. Harvesting for fresh market consumption can occur when tubers reach marketable size, typically 60 to 75 days after planting for early varieties. Even though tubers are immature with tender skins, capturing premium early season prices worth between $400 and $600 per ton versus between $250 and $350 for main season crop, but accepting higher harvest losses and poor storage life. Harvesting for forage requires waiting until full maturity is complete with complete skin set, ensuring tubers tolerate handling without damage and store for extended periods. The critical decision involves balancing continued yield gain, that is potatoes continue growing between 100 and 300 kilograms per hectare daily during bulking periods, against disease risk, weather deterioration, and land opportunity costs. For fresh market, harvest when tubers reach desired size regardless of maturity. For seed production, harvest at full maturity, ensuring tubers are physiologically mature with excellent skin set, tolerating handling and storage. Kill vines, that is cut or pull or desiccate with chemicals between 10 to 14 days before harvest, allowing skin set while preventing late blight or other foliar diseases from infecting tubers during harvest. Vine killing is especially important if late blight is present because the pathogen readily infects tubers through harvest wounds if foliage infections exist. Implementing careful harvest and handling. Harvest in dry soil conditions, preventing mud containing contamination and excessive soil adhesion, ideally waiting 2 to 3 days after last rain, allowing surface drying. Use proper harvest tools, minimizing tuber damage. Hand harvesting with forks or hoes used by most smallholders require care to avoid stabbing or bruising tubers. Dig between 25 to 30 centimeters from plant center, away from the side rather than directly under plants where tubers cluster. Lifting entire hill gently and hand-picking tubers from loosened soil. Mechanical harvesters range from simple spinner digger lifting and spreading tubers on surface for manual collection. That is between $1,500 to $3,000 to complete elevator diggers with sorting tables and bulk handling, costing between $15,000 to $50,000 plus, dramatically reducing to $50,000 plus, dramatically reducing labor but requiring careful adjustments, minimizing bruising and cutting. Regardless of harvest methods, handle tubers gently, avoiding drops above between 15 to 20 centimeters, which cause bruising. Never throwing or dumping tubers, and minimize handling steps between field and field storage. Post-harvest curing and storage management prevents the devastating 20 to 30% losses typical of poor handling. Immediately after harvest, cure potatoes in dark, humid, between 90 to 95% relative humidity, warmth of between 13 to 18 degrees C. The conditions for 10 to 14 days, allowing minor harvest wounds to heal through suberization, that is cochlear formation, converting immature skins to tough storage quality skins, and allowing disease symptoms to manifest so infested tubers can be removed or infected tubers can be removed before bulk storage. After curing, gradually cool to storage temperature, that is between 4 to 7 degrees C for stable potatoes, between 10 to 13 degrees C for seed potatoes. Higher temperatures needed to prevent dormancy breaking. Over 7 to 10 days, avoiding condensation from rapid cooling. Maintain proper storage conditions. Total darkness. Light causes greening or greening in even storage. High humidities between 85 to 90%, preventing shriveling. Cool temperatures, that one helps in slowing sprouting and disease development, and good ventilation, which prevents carbon dioxide accumulation and providing uniform temperature. Inspect stored potatoes monthly, removing any developing rot, checking temperature and humidity with simple instruments, and ensuring conditions remain optimal. Properly stored potatoes maintain quality for 4 to 8 months depending on variety and initial condition, allowing farmers to sell during high price periods rather than immediately after harvest when markets are flooded and prices are lowest. This storage marketing can generate between 20 to 40% higher prices worth $60 to $120 per ton, simply through timing sales strategically. Irish Potato Farming Secrets Step-by-Step Guide Summary. Click the link on the description below and watch this very inspiring summary. It is your blueprint for potato farming prosperity, all in one, packaged